Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. I was driving along, as you can see, and a few thoughts struck me. One is that one might get the false impression that in order to be a righteous person, a religious person, I hate that word, but living a proper life, you need to remove yourself from life. You have to spend all day in a study hall learning and studying and getting all sorts of insights and books, and nothing could be further from the truth. Living a proper life means exactly that, living a life, because in Judaism, in a proper relationship with the Creator, that's where that happens. Judaism, for example, does not happen in a synagogue. It happens in the home. It happens on how you eat, how you dress, how you behave, how you act, how you treat people. That is the expression of Judaism, engaging in life, participating in life. One of the great things that the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of the Hasidic movement, brought to Judaism was that in order to connect with the Creator, in order to connect with God, you don't have to spend your life sitting in a study hall, studying Mishnah and Gemara and Shulchan Aruch and Halachas. You can serve God, you can connect with God with joy, with happiness, with singing, with dancing. It's not removing yourself from life, because that is a terrible price to pay. A famous story is told of a meeting between the Vilna Gaon, great tzaddik, a great knowledgeable person, a Torah giant, and the Dubner Maggid. The Dubner Maggid was a guy who had a great insight into people, and his gift was that he was able to take sometimes very complicated and complex concepts and explain them by means of simple stories, fables, parables. Well, one day, the Vilna Gaon met the Dubner Maggid. The Vilna Gaon said to him, "Yes, and you have this great insight into people, into mankind, so tell me, give me some insight into me. What are my flaws? What are my faults? What's wrong with me?" So the Dubner Maggid said, "Listen, you're the great Vilna Gaon. You're a great person. You're a gadol. You're a tzaddik. You're a righteous person. You study Torah day and night. You go to sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night. You're reading more Torah. You're studying. You sit in your study, surrounded by books, surrounded by the images of great tzaddikim from our times. You know so much. But I can't help but wonder, if you had to leave your study, if you had to walk to town, if you had to go to the marketplace and deal with people, ordinary everyday Jews, on a daily basis, making a living life, being knocked around by the trials and tribulations that buffet the average person, if you had to engage with life the way everyone else does, would you still be the Vilna Gaon? The way I heard the story, upon hearing these words, the great Vilna Gaon broke down and wept. You can spend your life in a study hall. You can spend all your days learning Torah, Mishnah, Gemara, studying the Baraises, all the commentaries, the Rashi, the Rambam, the Ramban, Ibn Ezra's, all the commentaries. You can surround yourself with the knowledge of the Chafetz Chaim and all these great people. But that's not where Judaism happens. Judaism happens in life. Judaism doesn't happen in the synagogue. Judaism happens at home, in the street, how you act, how you treat people. That is where the rubber hits the road. And it's not about removing yourself from life. We're not in some Buddhist monastery. We're not in some cloistered life somewhere, removed from life. Exactly the opposite. We have to engage in life. Judaism is about living. It's about taking whatever knowledge you have, and you have to learn, don't get me wrong, but taking that and applying it to your life, how you, in your relationships, with your family, with your children, with your spouse, with your fellows, with your colleagues, translating that and making it practical. That is the point. Living a Torah life in the fullest. We're going to be doing more videos on the subject. Maybe not in my car, but again, this thought struck me, and I had to record it right away. Until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.